All right. Hello, everybody. So today we're going to talk about some of my favorite holiday tips. So whether you are celebrating Thanksgiving this week or not, I'm going to teach you my favorite things to do pre and post, not just holidays. The tips I'm going to teach you guys, I do for vacations, I do for celebrations. If there's things that we're, adding that maybe we're not being perfect, right, with our routine and our nutrition, what I do to keep myself on track during those times. So let me teach you what I do. One, the day of any type of celebration or holiday. Two, the day or two after. And then three, what you can do all month long to really protect and make sure that your body is ready and healthy and able to get through this beautiful holiday season or any season that you are going through. I'm going to teach you exactly what I do today. So save this video, take notes, write it down, because whether you need it right now for Thanksgiving, through the holidays, New Year, or whatever celebrations you have, you're going to want to save some of the things that I'm going to teach you guys today. So let's get to it. This is every week I do a live show. It's called the Vibrant Health Show. I teach you high-level education about health topics and actionable steps that you can add in daily to create vibrant health, specifically for women. So the tips I'm going to teach you guys today have a lot to do with women's health. Men have a little bit of a different approach to things, which is fine. So the things I'm going to teach you is about honoring our hormones, our adrenals, how we can do that safely as far as fasting and doing resets go. So this is perfectly safe for all women to do, and what I do myself on an ongoing basis, right? I use these tips probably every couple of months. So the first thing let's talk about is how on a day, right? On a day that we know we have a holiday, on a day that we know we have something special going on. So let's call it Thanksgiving tomorrow, or maybe it's Christmas, New Year's, your birthday, whatever it is. What can we do to still enjoy, right, the times, to still enjoy the celebration, but not fully derail our health? Because let me tell you this, I was talking with a group of my private clients, and we were going over what we were going to do together as a group through the months of November and December to stay on track with our health goals. And one of the things I challenge them to do, and this is what I want you to start with today, you're going to ask yourself this question, or I want you to fill in the blanks in this statement. I am willing to give up X so that I never have to give up Y, right? So I am willing to give up the sugary treats on Thanksgiving because I never want to have to give up feeling great and experiencing those memories with my kids and not being exhausted or crappy because my body hurts so bad. So I'm willing to forego some things so that I never have to miss out on other things. So the first thing I want to make really clear is we don't feel deprived, right? Some people will be like, oh, you're not having that, or you don't want that. I feel so bad for you. I don't feel bad for me at all, right? I love feeling good. I love being in a good mood. I love waking up and I don't have a headache. Like for me, it is worth it to make good choices majority of the time because I much prefer how I feel when I make those choices, right? So number one, if you've never done this, and especially if you're newer, starting a health journey, and maybe this is the first holiday season you're trying to do it healthier, right? Maybe up to this point, you would go all in, you would feel terrible, you would eat all the things, and you're trying really hard this year not to. I want you, and write it down. I'm a big fan of write it down and put it somewhere you can see it. What are you willing to give up so that you never have to give up something else, right? Really take a minute today and think that through before we really kick off the business of the season, because anchoring to that is going to serve you better than any, diet plan or nutrition plan or rules that you're giving yourself. Those things will fall out the window when you're put in front of things you really want. But when you focus on something that's more important to you, we call it your big why. Really think that through before we hit this holiday season. So for me, I'm willing to give up experiencing those treats because I don't like the way my body feels. I don't like the way I show up as a human after I'm exposed to inflammation and sugar. So for me, it's no longer a tough decision, but I know that takes, I've been doing this for decades. So it's easier for me now. When I first started, I would have to really remind myself of those things ongoing. So please, over the next couple of days, figure out what that is for you, what that looks like for you. It will help tremendously. So that's step number one. Before we get going, you're going to anchor into what you're willing to forego so that you never have to miss out on moments or experiences or people or life or whatever it is that is important to you. Take a minute and think that through. Number 2, plan for success. Okay. So let's say, again, I'm going to use Thanksgiving as the example, but plug and play into any holiday or celebration. There are 3 things I always say to prepare yourself to do before any big celebration. We want to eat, we want to pray, and we want to move, right? Eat, pray, move before you go into any holiday gathering. What that means is, number 1, eat. Do not show up at the holiday party starving, okay? Even the strongest of us with the most, healthful intentions, if you put me in front of delicious food and I'm starving, I'm going to eat the delicious food, right? Like I'm going to eat the bad stuff because I'm hungry, I'm not thinking straight, you're just going to go for the simplicity, right? So please eat before you go. One of the easiest things is either have a really good healthy meal, or right before you walk out the door or before people are due to come to your house, whatever it is, make a smoothie, make something that is going to fill you enough that you're not starving. You're not feeling like you have to eat. You have at least, something in your belly. It can be, I'm a big fan of a grass-fed meat stick, or I'll do a Granny Smith apple and I'll do some, sheep's cheese, anything. It doesn't have to be a huge meal, but make sure you eat something before you're presented with all of these foods that you want to make good decisions with, right? So we're going to eat in advance. We're going to not allow ourselves to be starving. I know for me, and tell me in the comments if this is you, I know I many years have just got busy during the day. There's a lot of stuff going on. By the time, food starts rolling out about 3 p.m., I'm like, holy crap, I haven't eaten today. No wonder I'm starving, right? And then you're a little bit cranky and then you're a little bit tired. So it just sets up this perfect storm for you to make bad decisions. We're not going to let that happen this year. We're going to plan in advance. We're going to have something simple but filling so that we're not starving. Okay. So that's the next one. We're going to anchor to our big why. We're going to eat before we go. So eat, pray. Now, if you are not a praying person, you can use whatever thing that you normally do. But a lot of times with the holidays, the busyness, the stress, we can really get our nervous system very overwhelmed, which also typically creates bad decisions or choices, or even just feeling crabby, getting in like snippy fights with people. It's all overstimulation of the nervous system. So I want you to show up this year at a much calmer state, because you will make better decisions. And honestly, you'll enjoy yourself more, right? You will have a better time if you show up with your nervous system a lot calmer. So for some people, that's praying. For some people, that's meditating. For some people, that's breath work. I don't care which one you choose, but I'm asking you as part of our Healthy Holidays tools to commit to a minimum. You can do more if you have a great practice, but you're going to give me 10 minutes before the busyness of the day starts. Now, this is one of the things I recommend you do ongoing all year long, especially right now. If you're new to this, commit to 10 minutes before you leave the house, before people arrive, before you start the day, that you are going to do something to calm your nervous system. Now, I have videos. I posted one yesterday because I knew people would want it, an EFT tapping video. So if you don't know what type of tools to use, go back and find that one. I posted it yesterday. There's also different videos inside my thyroid and hormones group that have to do with all different types of stress management, or you can be as simple as doing some really good breathing exercises. So a very simple one. If you don't know what to do, for 10 minutes, you're going to sit and you're just going to breathe in through your nose for the count of 4. You're going to hold your breath for a count of 6. And then you're going to exhale through your mouth for the count of 8. So it's a shorter inhale, hold it for 6, exhale through the mouth for 8, and just repeat that as you just sit and be calm, be in quiet, right? Which might be your last minute of quiet for the day. And if you can't even get a full 10 minutes, if all you can get is 2, better than nothing, right? I just want you to commit to something. We're going to pray or calm our nervous system before we enter the busyness of the day. I promise you will make better decisions and you will ultimately enjoy your time so much more when you're going in relaxed and joyful and not tense and frantic and having all of these things going on. That's a huge one for me. If I can keep my body calm, I have such a better experience. So pray, do something for your nervous system, and go back to my page if you don't know what to do. I have different breathwork videos, tapping videos. You will find a tool that you can use, specifically a short one, 5-10 minutes before we go into that day. So we're going to anchor to our big why. We are going to eat before we go so we're not starving. We are committing to ourselves to 10 minutes of something that will calm our nervous system before we start the busyness of the day. And then the fourth one is that we're going to eat, we're going to pray, and we're going to move. Movement through the day, right? So whether that's just a simple walk, whether that's you're cooking and you decide to do a couple of squats while you're cooking, whether that's a gentle stretch as you go, some of these things incorporate into your cooking, right? Like, or you're moving around or you're somewhere, you're in the kitchen, great. Do 10 squats, do 10 side bends to each side, move. Keep your body circulating. Keep good flow in your body. It's going to help you detox toxins. If you do tend to indulge more than you normally do, it's going to help move some of the inflammation. Gentle movement. I'm not even asking you for a workout. I'm not even saying you have to go for a walk. I'm just saying focus on getting some extra movement, some extra stretching, things that are going to keep your lymphatic system and your detox system working. Simple. You can do it anywhere. You can do it with no tools. This is not complicated, but the movement and the stretching helps your body detox itself naturally the best way you can in the circumstances that you have. So that's our my go-to. I always say we're going to eat, we're going to pray, and we're going to move. You are going to do those things on any busy day, right? On vacation, Christmas, New Year's, whatever it is. Those are your three go-to statements that you're going to remember. I'm committing to those three things for myself on the day of. Now, the next thing I want to teach you, and this is what you're going to want to save because you'll use this ongoing. I use a version of this no matter what is going on in life, probably every 2 to 3 months. And it's a 24-hour reset. So let's say, even myself included, right? We're going to make our best decisions. I never go crazy with food. But let's say I indulge a little bit more than I normally do, right? You have something that's not spot on your plan. Maybe you have a glass of wine, something that you wouldn't normally be doing ongoing. I want to make sure that just because I made those decisions and I enjoyed them and I don't feel bad about them, right? If you are going to indulge, love every second of it, but then wake up the next day and get back on track, right? One day doesn't derail everything, but beating yourself up about it, going in a spiral, ending up 2 weeks into bad food, that will definitely derail a few things. So what I like to do, typically it's the day after, but if that's busy, anytime the next few days, right? So let's say, for example, Thanksgiving's on a Thursday, anytime that weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, really commit to whatever your slowest day is to do a 24-hour reset. Now, I have several versions of this that I teach my private clients, but I'm going to teach you one, the easiest one, in my opinion, today, that you can use after a holiday or after even a holiday party, or even if you go out to dinner and you're like, oh, I ate more than I should have, or I chose something I probably shouldn't have. I know I'm going to pay for this. A 24-hour reset is a great way to clean that up so that you can enjoy things, but not feel like we're building inflammation or we're getting derailed. So one of the simplest ones that I teach and I do often is 24 hours. So there's a couple of things that you're going to do during this 24 hours. The first one is you're going to commit to 100 ounces of water. Rehydrating your body is so simple, but we forget about it, right? We're busy. There's stuff going on. We're still full from yesterday. We don't think about the importance of rehydrating our body to help flush whatever toxins or inflammation. So on my 24-hour reset, I'm going 100 ounces of water. I'm committing to it. I'm tracking it. I'm making sure I'm doing it. That's huge. So we're going to absolutely do that part. I also add to my first glass of water in the morning 2 pinches of Celtic sea salt. It really helps just metabolize more toxins. It helps turn back on your adrenal function. It's a great support for things like blood pressure and blood sugars. This is something I do almost every day, but I make sure if I've been off track for a few days because of busyness that I recommit to that tool for myself on this reset. So I like the Celtic brand of Celtic sea salt, and I'll take 2 pinches, right? Just grab a pinch, another pinch. It's usually about 1 to 3 grams. Put it in your water, first cup of water of the day. You do not have to put it in your entire 100 ounces. You'll put it in your water once a day. I like it in the morning. You can also do it midday if you feel like you're having a midday slump. That's fine too. But we're going to add that Celtic sea salt to really help rehydrate the body and balance our minerals. The next thing I do is we're doing 100 ounces of water. We're doing Celtic sea salt in the first glass of water in the day. And then the rest of that day, I do all smoothies. So I'm not eating a full meal, but we are not starving. We are not restricting ourselves. We are not, forcing ourselves to not eat because we're punishing ourselves, right? That's not the point of this. I'm not saying I'm not eating because I was so bad yesterday. I'm saying I'm going to choose foods that are easy to digest, that are anti-inflammatory, chock full of nutrients so that I feel good, right? Nothing tastes better than healthy feels. That's such a huge statement. My husband says it all the time, but nothing tastes better than healthy feels. I will forego all of that to feel amazing. That's the goal. So don't think of these resets as a punishment. This is self-care, right? This is the way I care for my body and allow myself to have a couple of treats and things through the holidays and not derail myself. So I do all smoothies, typically in the course of the day. So I wake up, I start my hydration, I start my salt and my water. That typically gets me through the first couple of hours of the day. I'm usually not hungry. So typically I start my first smoothie around 11 a.m. And typically I'll do one at 11, one around 2, and one around 6. So I have 3 smoothies. If you're extra hungry, have a 4th one, right? We're not limiting, we're not restricting. We're just choosing really simple nutrition sources. And you want to put good stuff in that smoothie. So make sure you're having a good quality protein. A couple of ones I really like. There's a superfood called Kachava. You can get it on Amazon. I like the Ancient Nutrition's bone broth protein. That's a great source. Just make sure whatever you're putting in your smoothie is a good source. We're not using protein powders full of sugar and maltodextrin and sucralose. Make sure it's a clean protein powder. So those are the 2 I like. And then I put in all kinds of superfoods. I'm putting in spinach, I'm putting in vegetables, I'm putting in berries, I'm putting in all kinds of nutrients. So let's be honest, what you're getting in a smoothie is probably more nutrient dense and calorie rich than the crappy meal you would have ate in its place, right? So don't think of this about restriction. We're just choosing really healthy things. So I chock it full. My go-to smoothie, I use a little bit of coconut milk or any other non-dairy based milk. I'll put in a clean protein powder. And then I'm adding, for myself, my favorite is some frozen berries. I'll do some spinach. I'll add any other vegetables. I love beet greens, like the top of the beets, the green part. I'll throw that in there because it's so full of B vitamins. Any other, truly, I just kind of open the fridge. What vegetables and fruits do I have? Throw them in a smoothie, blend it up. It tastes delicious. And I'm going to do 3 of those in the day. And then I'm going to wake up the next day and feel so much better, right? It's simple. It's easy. It's 24 hours, 100 ounces of water, Celtic sea salt in your water, 3 to 4 smoothies in the day, just to make sure we're really reducing inflammation, helping the body flush toxins, and getting right back on track after having maybe some extra indulgence on your holidays. So that one's super simple. I have lots of other ones. I have plenty of different 3-day resets. That one for me is the easiest for anyone to follow. So definitely put that on your calendar. Sometime in the next week, you should be doing a 24-hour reset. If you have questions about protein powders or ingredients or whatever, go ahead and post them in the comments, or you can shoot me a message and I can give you some more instructions on that. I will also put just some suggestions for what I put in mine as well. So you guys will do a quick video for that, so you know how to make an ideal smoothie for your reset. But that's something I do often. If we have a dinner or a date night the next day, I'll usually do a 24-hour reset just so I can get myself back on track and feeling really good. So that's what we're going to do the day of. And then the whole month long, truly, we're in holiday season for just about everybody, regardless what you're celebrating. There's just busyness around. Support yourself, right? If you know you're going to be busy, if you know there's a lot of things going on, the 3 most important things for anyone to support, number 1, our immune systems, right? We're busy. We're typically having a little bit more sugar than we should. We're around more people than we normally are. Support your immune system. Support your stress response, which is, for me, a 2-fold. We want to support our adrenal function, but we also want to support our neurotransmitters. We want to support our brain chemicals. So we're making good decisions. We're happy. We're making the right neurotransmitters. This is so important to support both the brain piece of happiness and stress and your adrenal piece. I actually have a stress management bundle that does both of those. It has your neurotransmitter and mood support, as well as your adaptogenic adrenal support. I take both of those daily because I know we're busy. I have a busy job. I have a busy life. We have 2 young kids. I'm constantly supporting that. But I do believe, especially in busy seasons, you're going to want additional support for that stress response. And then some digestive support. If you're going to be eating things that might not be perfect, or even if they are perfect and you just want additional digestive support so that you're not bloated, so that you don't gain the 3 to 5 pounds over the holidays that most people do, so that you don't, feel horrible and get pains and feel nauseous after you eat these foods. good digestive support, especially if you've had your gallbladder removed or you know that you don't digest things well and you get bloating and discomfort anyways. Knowing that, plan ahead and make sure that you're taking a great digestive support to get through not only the holidays, but the winter, right? This whole season, a great time to really support your digestion. And lucky for you, I have all 4 of those in my Healthy Holidays bundle. I have the digestive support, the immune support, and then I put my entire stress management bundle, which is your brain and mood support and your adrenal support, in my Healthy Holidays bundle. And starting today, it is 20% off for our Black Friday sale today through next week. I'll put the links down here for that. And included in our Black Friday sale, you have the bundle. I also have a second bundle in there, the Empowered Women's bundle, but most people, the Healthy Holiday bundle is what you need. And then you get free shipping for Black Friday, and you're going to get a free gift, which is my holiday menu plan. It has the recipes, it has all of your appetizers, side dishes, main courses, desserts, made the healthy way. So you can plan for any of these parties coming up through the holiday season and make a healthier version of the things you already love. All 3 of those things. The bundles are discounted at 20%. Both of my bundles, the Healthy Holiday bundle, as well as my entire Empowered Women's line, are discounted at 20% off. And then you also get the free shipping and the free gift. So I highly encourage you. Truly, that bundle will save you a lot of stress, a lot of exhaustion, a lot of bloating, and save you from getting sick over the holidays. It's all of the things you need to really make this the best and healthiest season yet. So for sure, the Healthy Holidays bundle is a limited time only. That one goes away when we sell out, and I'm positive it will sell out because it's already going very quickly. So I'll put those links where you can get that at the discount. The sale started today. So jump on there, get that one ordered. And then the Empowered Women's line, take a peek at that. For me, that's the one you want to have in your hands ready for January. It's focus support, so it's brain support, it's beauty support for hair, skin, and nails, it's stress support, mood support, and immune support. It is I am going to crush this year. I'm going to look and feel my best. I've got this, like I'm hitting my New Year's resolution bundle that every single woman needs. So feel free to pick both of them up, Healthy Holidays from now through January, and then really rock that Empowered Women's bundle starting in January. But they are my 2 favorite bundles, and they are truly things that I personally use on a daily basis ongoing, because they really help me look and feel my best. But not only that, they help me show up in the best capacity. So I can help more people. I can be with my family. I can enjoy these holidays, because there was many years I didn't, right? I can think back on being so sick and being exhausted and being in pain for so many years. And thankfully now that's not the case. So use the tools you have, right? I taught you a lot of great things today, what to do on the day of a holiday, what to do the days after, and then how to really support your body through this season of busyness. If you do those 3 things, I promise you, this will absolutely be your healthiest holiday season yet. So take advantage of all of that. There will be posts and links to everything I mentioned, so you can have easy access to those as well. But come back to this video, watch it if you need more tips, and let me know in the comments if you're going to do the 24-hour reset with me over the next few days. Tell me how you feel once you've done it. Come back and really let me know that you actually took the information and assimilated it into your life, right? Which is the most important. You can sit here and listen to me all you want, but if you don't actually do it and take action on it, you're not going to get the actual benefit, right? So regardless what you do, choose one of the things we talked about today and take action on it. I'll put the links to the Black Friday sale. I highly recommend the Healthy Holidays bundle. I have taken care of all of the typical holiday symptoms for you, packaged it in one neat little bundle so you can really protect your body from the inside out. It's my favorite. It's exactly what I will be taking for the next 45 days. And I highly encourage you to do the same. And then the Empowered Women's bundle is the ideal. Like every woman needs to start that in January so you can crush life and really just make the most of this time you've been given. So thank you guys so much for joining. If you have questions, let me know. I'll come back and answer any comments. I'll keep this video up. And then I'll also give you guys some extra tips for smoothies and resets. But have a very, very happy and healthy Thanksgiving if you are celebrating Thanksgiving. If not, any time of the year, you deserve to take care of you. So thank you for taking your time to join me today. And we'll be back with a new live episode of the Vibrant Health Show next week on Thursday, 12 Eastern, 9 Pacific. Every week on Thursday, we go live with new topics. So we'll see you then.